One of the key reasons for moving into this Walsh Bay precinct is obviously the creative firms and other creative businesses that exist here, whether it's dance, it's theatre, it's music. There are a range of other design firms here, architects and graphic designers. So it underpins who we are and what we're about, and it's an environment that we're really proud to be part of. And being involved in Vivid, I think it's very exciting, especially for the groups that have been able to successfully get a light concept accepted and put forward and installed. Traditionally it's been circular quay and very focused on the Opera House, and this year, coincidentally and very excitingly, it terminates on Wharf 8-9 here at Walsh Bay. As creatives and individuals who are fundamentally designers, it's a really exciting opportunity to be playing with another medium, with light, with water, with reflectivity, the night sky and so forth.
We thought it would be a fabulous opportunity for us to host an internal design competition, and it turned out that it was so popular we had 25 entries across all our disciplines: interiors, architects, urban design and landscape.
We're really fortunate this year to have as many as we have come through, and importantly have those exhibited around the precinct that we now call our home office.
It started with the idea of, what if we could bring the spirit of an era back to life? What if you could encounter people from that era, ghosts almost, and they could tell the story of the different types of things that used to happen here back in the day. We've got doors and windows that we've salvaged from old houses. One of the key features is obviously a beautiful solid brass Swarovski crystal chandelier. The ghosts are a key element in this entire installation. We've got some slightly creepy factors going on, and we really love to get the element of surprise. We want people to really go through a journey when they move through this space.
The idea we had was just to kind of accentuate the qualities of the site that are already here.
It's an amazing site, the harbour, the Opera House, the botanical gardens, and then right at that threshold point's the harbour bridge, and then when you move past the harbour bridge it's more like the private part of Sydney.
So the work's quite quiet and calm, intentionally, and it's also in a way quite abstract. It sort of leaves it up to the viewer and the people that engage with it to make up their own mind what it is for them. There's no strong narrative to it, so it's simply a field of colours.
So there was an invasion of rats at this point around the rocks, and particularly Dawes Point and Mills Point, and it brought the bubonic plague, and there was a public panic because of this. We see the invasion of the rats at that point as the single most defining fact in the development of this area as it is today. So in the following 10 or so years, these wharfs were built and the whole area was redeveloped.
We wanted to have something like really a bit creepy and a bit like really dark and a bit panicking in somehow. We've tried to make it a little bit more fun and interactive as well. So we've got a panel board with like buttons, and when you trigger different buttons, the lights kind of, something's happening.
That image at night time, it's where you just see eyes looking at you, blinking.
The Dalgety line refers to two moments in history. About 100 years ago, the Dalgety Company, who were wool merchants, built the first wharf at Walsh Bay. And then last year, the City of Sydney made a decision to divide this area into two distinct suburbs. So the Dalgety line seeks to reconnect those two parts of the area. The city and the waterfront, the Dalgety warehouse with the original position of the Dalgety wharf, really just making a simple reconnection between those two things, creating a physical line from here on the hillside, connecting to the bridge that we're standing at Dalgety Street, connecting to where the Hassell studio is now on the position of the original Dalgety wharf. The line is essentially a strip of light made from LED neon, which gives a continuous red line from beginning to end. It's suspended about 10 metres in the air between buildings and other urban elements. Every few minutes it changes, turns on and off, which gives a sense of intrigue. It draws people's attention from the city, from the hilltop down to the waterfront, really bringing people into this creative precinct that Hassell is now located in. So we really wanted to celebrate the fact that we were here at Walsh Bay, part of this creative community and part of the Vivid Festival as well.